what if Heyman's like, well, I know you want Errol Spence, but if you fight Luis Collazo, then we'll hook you up. I remember Errol Spence was likely going to fight Luis Collazo if he didn't get Mikey Garcia. And my understanding, he didn't really want Mikey Garcia. That was kind of forced to him. Because of the paydays, the substantial paydays he received to keep him away from Miguel Cotto, which I think he would have wanted. Remember, he got paid a huge amount to fight Lamont Peterson and Carlos Ocampo, where people were like, how is he making that much money fighting them guys? But now I feel that he has to fight Mikey Garcia because Heyman's like, look, fight him, make this big payday, you make up for those big paydays we gave you in the past. I think Andre Berto is the definition of the gatekeeper, especially the WBC. You fight Andre Berto, you get a title shot somewhere. But remember when it was really, really big news when, hold on, Terence Crawford fought John Molina. And then Felix Diaz was delivered. Terence Crawford versus Felix Diaz. I was at that fight. Terence Crawford versus Felix Diaz was considered to be a really big fight for Terence Crawford at the time. So what if this is a similar situation where Al Heyman is like, okay, well, Collazo has been trying to get a fight, so have Terence Crawford fight him, and then I'll hook you up with a fighter. However, I don't think it would be Errol Spence, though. I think that it would probably be, I don't know. I think that it would be probably like Danny Garcia he would deliver. I think, believe it or not. No disrespect to Danny Garcia or maybe not Sean Porter because he would save Sean Porter for Errol Spence or Keith Thurman. Al Heyman has a reputation of working like that. You fight one of his fighters, he'll give you another one. But it's not the fighter you want. It's a fighter that'll satisfy you, but you won't be like, I'm happy, you know? And before people start saying shit, I supported Spence versus Collazo because I understood the promotional landscape of the division at the time. Because this was when Sean Porter was on his hiatus. I think that Berto was pushed through. I mean, he was nice, but he was one of the first fighters, if not the first, with the Al Heyman system of building you up against a whole bunch of you-know-what type of opponents. I was wondering why I'm sitting here thirsty as fuck. So, however, I know a lot of people are going to be clowning him. Terence Crawford is like, yo, why he ain't fighting, Bud or Danny Garcia and all those guys? Listen, honestly, I'm trying to figure out if Luis Collazo is a better fight than Kavaliauskas. Luis Collazo is a better name, but is it a better fight? Because obviously Kavaliauskas is undefeated. Thank you, Vice President Mike Spence. Welcome. Do you think Tank need to leave Mayweather Promotions? It's not up to me, but he wants out. He clearly wants out. He don't care about that money that they offering him or that shit. He wants out. So it's going to be interesting to see what Crawford's 2019 is going to be looking like, because that fight's supposed to take place March the 23rd in the Hulu Theater in no, I think it's the big room in Madison Square Garden. But also, isn't there another PBC fight on that night? A PBC fight on that night? And this fight could be on ESPN Plus, because my understanding is, and Al Heyman said it on, I forgot what show he said it on, but the way it works is him and Loma, they do one fight you know, on ESPN, another fight ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus. ESPN Plus is actually a very good platform. It's just that the interface is all fucked up. They need to fix it ASAP. And I understand, you know, that it's not just for boxing fans. I completely understand. I'm not naive or ignorant. But however, that interface is weird as shit. It's just so stupid. You know, on desktop especially. So, oh, the Jeff Horn, Anthony Mundine press conference is at 10 a.m. their time. It's a little one. It's 6:48 a.m. their time over in Brisbane. Loma ain't been on ESPN Plus. Yes, he was. What fight was that? One of the Loma fights was on ESPN Plus, wasn't it? Was it Loma Linares on ESPN Plus? Let me check. And if not, wasn't Loma Linares on ESPN Plus? Nah, it wasn't because of the Golden Boy thing. Really? So I wonder what, well, he's going to end up on there soon. It's supposed to be a part of the Top Rank agreement to build like the ESPN Plus platform is where Ugas is with Al Heyman, Showtime. He's fighting Sean Porter on PBC on Fox. But they got to fix that interface. Bud and Amir with the first two ESPN Plus fights. Yeah, I remember that. And Amir shit was fucking 30 seconds. Phil Greco. Thank you, Vice President Mike Pence. ESPN's presentation is mediocre. I don't think so. Their cards. Let me say something. ESPN is really building a nice stable of fighters. In like 2 years, they're going to have a lot of stars. From Telefimo Lopez, Joshua Greer, Kavalaskis, depending on what he's doing. They got Mike Alvarado out there knocking motherfuckers out. Jesse Hart, Dog Bay, Magadelino still, you know. And they're undercards. Like I can't, I'm trying to think of one. And I can't think of a boring ESPN Plus card. I can't think of one. I can't think of a boring ESPN Plus card. I'm trying to think of one. Yeah, they got to fix that whole interface. Their library, they don't save their fights. You may have one or two of their past fights, but I don't like it at all. I don't. That's the only thing. You know, I don't know.